All right, so I showed up to a wedding this past weekend, and as soon as I got there, I realized I was completely outnumbered. There were 3 photographers and just one of me. And in that moment, I knew this wasn't gonna be easy. As a solo wedding videographer, I hate the feeling that I had when I saw 3 photographers. My muscles kind of tensed up, my stomach dropped a little bit, because I've been at this wedding before. I've been at the wedding where I've battled, repositioned, feeling frustrated that my frame was never fully clear of a photographer. And knowing that the couple still expects me to create a beautiful cinematic retelling of their wedding day. But of course, wedding days present you with challenges, and they don't always unfold in a way that make that realistic or easy to obtain. Because truthfully, couples can want their wedding film or their photos to feel candid, to feel less like a production, but the environment has to allow it to exist. And full disclaimer, this wedding was really fun. The photographers, they were so nice. They were great to work with and hang out with on the wedding day. But the challenge was still there because it was 3 versus me. And I tried getting a second for this wedding, but it just didn't work out this time. And even with very kind and considerate photographers, there were still the underlying issues. The limited space to work in, the fast-paced timelines, and the lack of breathing room. Usually when it's just me and another photographer, or even me with 2 photographers, usually the silence on the wedding day isn't constantly being filled. But at this wedding, the silence was always filled with directions. All right, guys, look at me real quick. Now look at each other. Okay, great. Now put your hand on his chin. Hold that. Don't move. All right, let's move to this section real quick. Can I borrow your finger for a second? And in that moment, the question I always ask myself becomes, how do I capture what the couple expects from me while balancing multiple voices, 3 additional cameras, and limited space? And the answer is just, it's not gonna be easy. But I found myself doing what I normally do in these situations thanks to my introverted nature. And that's just waiting, watching, and looking for those in-between moments. The laugh after the pose, the way they look at each other while the photographer swaps a lens or a battery, staying super minimal with my gear. 1 camera, zoom lens, tripod for additional support when needed. Because the in-between moments are where you capture that honesty and human connection. It's not in the pose shot, it's not when the photographer's just telling them to look at her. It's very prom, pose-esque. And this wedding, you had more of an editorial photographer, and then you have a more candid, in-the-moment documentary style wedding videographer. That contrast doesn't always pair well. And there were some in-between moments, but there weren't as many as I would genuinely like to have when it comes to the edit. I feel like the edit's gonna be very challenging thinking back at this wedding, but we'll see. Usually I always overthink that, and the edit usually ends up turning out great. The couple loves it regardless, so I'm mostly building this up in my head, let's be real. But I like talking about these scenarios because I don't think it's talked about often enough. And the friction really isn't about 3 versus 1 or 2v2 when it comes to photo and video. It's actually much more nuanced than that. It's actually in the contrast of styles between photo and video that present the issues. So I've been using Musicbed for over a decade, and for a very good reason. Music makes or breaks your film. It just does. It is the bridge between moments, the thing that turns your beautiful footage into something that people feel. It elevates the way that your film hits your couple's hearts. As cheesy as it sounds, it's true. In a world that is becoming dominated by AI, Musicbed is staying true to its roots. Real artists, real emotion, and real music made by people with something to say. And I've tried a lot of different music sites out there. Musicbed, you can actually feel the difference in the music. When you spend hours, days, sometimes weeks crafting a story, the last thing you want is music that feels empty or manufactured. And that's what separated Musicbed from everyone else for me. It's thoughtful, it's intentional, it's not relying on AI, but real artists for filmmakers who actually care about storytelling. And if you care about making films that feel timeless and that leave a lasting impact in your couple's lives, music makes all the difference. So if you've been on the fence and you're ready to try Musicbed, I will have a link to a 14-day free trial so that you can feel the difference for yourself. You want to have photographers and videographers that are synonymous with each other, that blend well, that complement each other. When you have editorial versus documentary, or when you have light and airy versus moody, it's just that contrast is very hard to navigate in creatively. And that's where we often find all of these dilemmas and challenges or frustrations when it comes to photo versus video. It's how they captured the day. It's their system, their approach. And sure, on paper, it can look and feel candid, but on the wedding day, that candid feeling still requires direction to some extent. If a photographer's website looks very bright, controlled, and uniform, chances are they're gonna be a lot more controlled and provide direction on wedding day. And if the videographer relies more on those genuine interactions, movement, not just posed, motionless, stale mannequins in order to create the feeling that the couple expects them to create, you're gonna feel that contrast in the final product. And as an introverted videographer, it usually makes my job 10 times harder when I feel like I have to talk over the photographer or say, hey, real quick before we move on, can we go back to what they were doing? And it's just like when the photographer doesn't really ask if, hey, are you good? Do you have everything you need? And they just move on without asking. That's when it's like, crap, I didn't speak up fast enough. Now we're moving on. Now I don't have that moment anymore. And so that's where the challenge is just so, it can be frustrating as an introvert like myself. And even with just one photographer, sometimes the wedding day just feels so fast like that. It's like, hey, look at me, look at each other, now let's move on. And it's like 2 to 3 seconds in between that moment. And you're like, scrambling, like, what just happened? And for me, when things move that fast, it can be difficult to verbalize, communicate, and engage at that same speed, especially when your approach is much more slow and methodical. And of course, there's a timeline. I mean, you don't want to be the reason that things get slowed down. You don't want to be the bottleneck. And that's where so many photographers have complaints with videographers. Videographers have complaints with photographers because it's just like, why are you posing this or why are you doing that? It's because if there's a contrast in style, we got to do something. But for this wedding, truthfully, I didn't do any of that. I decided that I was just going to truthfully capture what is and not try to interject or pose or set up anything for myself because one, the couple didn't really expect that from me. In their initial inquiry, they didn't want the production. They don't want it to feel like very staged or posed. Even though photography was that way, I guess they just expected that from photographers, but for video, they didn't really expect that from me. So I just felt like, well, I'm just gonna capture just those in-between moments throughout the day. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm just being present. I'm just capturing what is in front of me and whatever happens will be. And while there were those obstacles on wedding day, I was just reminded that weddings aren't about controlling the day. It's just really about being present and documenting what's in front of you. You can wish weddings are different, but weddings are just what they are now. It is a production regardless of if the couple wants it to be or not. It is what it is. But our job as wedding videographers is about documenting the truth even when it's surrounded by obstacles. It's repositioning without thought. It's staying on top of your responsibilities, making sure your audio is rolling, your cameras are rolling, tripod set, lights on. It's being a laid-back, kind, creative team player so that the couple has the best day of their life. And at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's not about the photographer, it will and always be about the couple. And while there will always be friction in any workplace, that is the simple truth about weddings today that will always be the simple truth about weddings tomorrow and the next day. It's not about you, it's about them. And honestly, I overcomplicate this job when it is, in fact, the least complicated job of all, if you think about it. And yeah, there can be some arguments to that. I get it, I'll hear them down in the comments, I'm sure. Because yes, there are higher than usual expectations. Yes, it's a performance even if you don't want it to be. It's all about the optics, the optimization, the opportunities. And yes, videographers have a little bit more responsibility, higher expectations for less money. But regardless of those circumstances, our job is to just document. It's to capture the day, to create that record of their life. It doesn't matter if it's 3 photographers versus 1 videographer. It doesn't mean if the schedule is delayed. Doesn't mean if you don't eat on the wedding day, which is just a bummer. Doesn't matter if family members are blocking you because they're recording on their phones. Our job still remains. Document the moment the best you can, whatever the cost, and figure the rest out later. Wedding videography doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't even have to be frustrating because we have the ability to choose how we let these obstacles affect us on the wedding day, in the editing room, and our responsibility to the couple. We have that choice. We can choose our attitudes towards it. And honestly, it was a great wedding. I really have no complaints. The couple was happy. They were beyond grateful for everyone. We ate some amazing food. They danced, they laughed, they cried, and in all of the chaos, they had the time of their lives. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and valuable in some way. If you did, it would mean so much if you consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to learn more, dive deeper into these types of conversations with other filmmakers in the wedding industry, check out my podcast, The How to Film Wedding Show. I will have it linked down in the description below. But if I don't see you, good evening, good afternoon, peace.